Hi, good morning, all the leaders. Welcome. Some of them are now in holiday moods, going for holidays already. I think so. Just a quick one. Oh, it's your. Sorry, Juni, not my fault. Somebody yawned, then he passed the yawn to me, so it's very contagious. So I ask you, hey guys, honey, how was your results? I believe you got back your paper, right? 不要骗啊！我昨天打电话给你的老师说这个行业啊，哎呀，不要讲它，讲到就快。
Uncle haven't get back yet. Next week.
Uncle haven't get back yet. Uncle 还没有死
I
掉。
never get back my paper yet.
Say properly 啊 ，Uncle 还没有 get back，哎，get back yet。哎呦，不要讲这种话嘞，因为哦，前2天哦，my mother-in-law call my wife，他讲什么？哎呀，我要死了啊！你快点来看我。哇 I tell you 啊，early in the morning this type of things 哎呀，真的不吉利哦。可是真的，他已经时间不多了。Just in case 啊，it's really if I cannot come in and teach you 啊，you know what happened already 啦。Something happened in my family 啊。So pray for my mother-in-law. And last week I just realized my good friend 他是中医师嘞，行业中医师嘞 ，Chinese doctor die in the sleep. You know what the freak, right? Well, I tell you what the freak. These few months people just my good friends and loved one and relative just pass on like that. So must treasure and cherish your loved one. You see now, this month later, I'm going to ask you about the 以色列跟巴勒斯坦 Palestinian war. You know, right? Hanya, you know about this war, right? You know about this war, why like that? Yeah. Okay. Li Zhen, how was your result?
I still haven't get back my result yet.
Quite true. Maybe last week, now they're all busy marking paper. I know some school, they even have no school just to allow their teacher to concentrate marking, right? For you, yeah, because not enough time, because you know why? Next week is the O-level exam already. So on Wednesday or Thursday, you guys will be can go home very early. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the time last year this time PSLE marking day. Last year this time, remember right? Hanye, remember last year this time you考完 PSLE 了, wait for result, so happy. Okay, Juni, what about your exam? You know your result already? Yeah, please share. How was your English?
Okay.
Don't be so humble. Okay means what? Got a grade, right, brother?
Like only like A2 something.
C6
A2.
A2, well done. All both paper?
Huh?
Both paper, is it? Add up to A2,
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. You win a prize from Uncle Raymond. Please go to the nearest McDonald's to ask for a Happy Meal. Yeah, because I made you happy. What's wrong, Uncle Raymond? I already 13 years old. I don't eat Happy Meal, okay? I eat adult meal. Okay, thank you, Zuni. Okay, please give him a credit. How about Zijing? Even though your mic is not mute, I can't hear you.
Don't have.
Not yet,
Not now yet.
Oh, you go and bond your hair, You went for bonding your hair, is it? Your hair your hair very straight, very jealous of you. Okay, I don't want to talk to you now.
I think we don't know yet. I think next week can tell you.
Correct. More or less next week, or maybe by next week, you might get your report book also. Depends. All right, how about Letong? How is your result? Can you share?
I haven't gotten it back.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now, I'm not sure recently, thanks for all your sharing all of the 5 of you. I'm not sure you heard recently about the Israel and the Palestinian war, right? So may I ask you this? You might say, Hanye, Junyi, Li Chen, Letong, and Zijing. Yeah, I'm only set 1, why you ask me this kind of questions? I mean, you guys is going for set 2, set 3, set 4, JC, Polytechnic, and university, right? Now, this war has been fighting since 1947 onwards until now. But the Hamas in Palestinian was a Muslim group, which is back then in 1987. Wow, 87 and donkey years, and they've been fighting and killing thousands and thousands of lives. And now, if you watch some video, it's so horrendous and so disgusting and so bloody. So Sorry?
They go and assault people, yeah.
Assault people.
I think they take the people, put them on the truck, something like that.
Oh, you saw it lah?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was okay. Let me explain more details of this. Since after exam, take a relax and very discursive and argumentative mode.
Sure,
So,
never relaxing. My parents made me study again.
huh?
My parents made me go back to study, especially my dad.
No choice, girl. Let me explain to you. Even though now it's school holidays to come, but yeah, next year is super important. You know, right? Next year, because if you choose the wrong course, your Sec3 will be affecting your future career path. Okay, maybe not 100%. Under the Israel and Palestinian, okay, all listen carefully. Is it a religion war, race war, ethnicity war, nationality war, or territory war? Back to you, Judy.
Territory war.
Thank you, sir. How about Li Chen?
I don't even know there's a Israel war there, bro.
No, as you and I are talking now, okay, I'm serious. Yes, you and I are talking now at this time. I don't know what is the time in Israel now, and Palestinian. They are rolling the tank to go in and destroy the whole like Jurong East. Have you been to Jurong East? Okay. It's just that imagine going to destroy the whole of Ang Mo Kio, the whole of Toa Payoh, the whole of your estate. There are about 1.1 million people. As we are talking now, the tank might be rolling in anytime. Okay, to bomb and kill all the people, whether it's civilians, baby, children, old people, or the Hamas military group. I know, ladies and gentlemen, because I was in the war game, I was serving my army back then in 1989, 88 until then after went for reservists. It's not easy. This tank is going to roll into like, okay, example, Hanye. That means this group of people are staying in Orchard Road. Can you imagine the tank roll into the Orchard Road and start to boom, 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 and destroying all the buildings and shooting all the snipers? The snipers and enemies. So Li Chen, what do you think? So now you know, if you don't believe later, you Google it, because this might be one of your part of your history lesson in future, and also your social study. And if you are taking political science in your university or some courses, you may come across this because they are just making history. On the last Saturday, as we spoke, Li Chen, after our tuition, a few hours later, the Palestinian went to the Israel side and start shooting and killing thousands of people, hostages, the children. And can you imagine, imagine you're at the botanic garden, you're enjoying singing song concert, then this Hamas military come in and start shooting and kill, randomly kill, and then take you as hostages. Imagine you take your parents as hostages, then he kill you or kill whoever and then run away. This is happening last Saturday. So now the Israeli is coming to attack back. So Li Chen, what do you think? What kind of war would that be?
Territory.
Territory, thank you very much. How about Hanye?
I think territory, but I also feel like a bit of everything.
Well done. But majority is territory, Okay, thank you, sir. How about Le Tong? What kind of war do you think? Sorry? Huh? Sorry? Sorry, my dear, I can't hear you. What kind of war is that?
I don't know.
No. You know my style. There's no I don't know in my class. Just guess, lor. There's no right or wrong answer. Just guess. Which war is that? There's no don't know. Just guess. Anyhow, guess is okay. You got multiple choice ABC. You don't say I don't know. You just anyhow put maybe 25% of chance you'll get it correct. So what do you think? What kind of war is that? Is it religions, race, ethnicity, nationalities, territory, or what kind of war?
Territory.
Territory, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, you see? Yeah. It's now, no, it's fighting now. Okay, thanks, Zijing. What kind of war is that?
Territory.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about, write down, religion war. And true enough, it's a territory. All your answers are correct, Le Tong and all of you. Okay, let me explain to you about these because we are doing this. Okay, come. We share screen now. Okay, we're talking about religions and race. Children, you know why it's called religion war? Because the Israel is the Jews. Okay, they believe in the Jerusalem's the Jewish the law and the religions. And the Palestinian is actually a Muslim, Islam, and they believe in Islam. And the Hamas is actually, now the world consider the Hamas is an abbreviations of the 4 alphabets. Can't remember what it stands for. And they are considered as terrorists. Okay, a terrorist group. So they are fighting for the territory. You're right, all of you, you're right. Han Ye, you know why? Because they are fighting for the land called Jerusalem. Jerusalem was a place where Jesus was born 2,000 years ago. Okay, and the Muslim, they also took the Jerusalem as a holy land. So both countries are fighting for their holy land, which is a territory dispute. At the same time, you're right, Han Ye, there's a bit here and there. A bit of religion, a bit of race, a bit of ethnicity and nationality. You are absolutely right, Han Ye. So well done. I think you can take history. Okay, very good. So what happened? They are fighting because of over the years, the ancestor has been fighting for this piece of land like hell. They find that this land is so important to the next few more generation to come. You have to understand Israel got their independence of the states at that time, because after World War II, when the Germans killed a lot of Jews, and after World War II, when Germans surrendered, the Jews decided to find a piece of land that belongs to them, so that they will not get bullied by other race or other religions. So they decided to settle down in Israel and form their own people, their own countries, their own nationalities and things like that. And do you know the flag of Israel is actually the Star of David under the Bible? You know, in the Bible, they will know that not under, in the Bible, they say that the Star of David. So this religions war is so serious. Why I need to explain to all of you? Because in one of your essay, in future essay, or in your social study, they will talk about this race of religions, which has the strongest impact to the country. Now, to Singapore, I feel that Singapore has the stronger impact is religion. You can see the whole entire year from January to to December, the whole holidays 90% are all religions holiday. You agree not, Sunyi? Only the 1st of January is not a religion. And then the National Day, and then the Labor Day. Whereas the Christmas, the Hari Raya, and Deepavali, and Chinese New Year, they are all mostly religions, okay, or race, if you can put it that way. So you can see Singapore also very emphasize a lot of religions. And religions is important because it can unite the race. And true enough, look at Israel and Palestinian, they are fighting because of that reason called religions. Of course, the Hamas will use other reason as a territorial dispute. Yeah, all of you are right. So you can see land is so important. So if you are taking geography for Set 3 onwards, or even next year your geography, you will know that land is scarce, limited. In this world, there's only 30% that is land and 70% are water on the whole entire globe, the Earth. So like Singapore, you see, we need to reclaim lands to make sure that enough lands for every citizen. We have to tear down old buildings to build new buildings to give ways to people like you to have houses. And also you need new airports. You see, now you can see while you're sleeping in Singapore at every night, your fellow countrymen, including myself, or those of you who have went for national service, is we are always on standby alerts for any impending enemy attack. I'm not saying that Malaysia will attack us or Indonesia will attack us. It can be any countries. far and near to attack us. You never know. Sometimes you have good neighbors. Sometimes when the neighbor change to another new owner, you have different sets of problems. So Singapore has emphasized a lot of military improvements. All this you must take note. And then it bring out to better defense. So can you imagine Israel as more mobilized the reserve army, which is those uncle already served army for many years. Some of them can be my age, some of them can be 30 years old, 40 years old, 60 years old. And some also got ladies in the army. It's about 390 over 1,000 soldiers. Get ready to come in to defend Israel. Not only territory, but of course with other lot of reason. Okay. So just to share with you this one, and thanks to Jing for sharing the picture just now. It's good now you got, you finish your exam. Take a bit of notice of why this war started in Israel and Palestinian. My gut feel, ladies and gentlemen, we have a war between Russia and Ukraine. The first war started this year, last year. We have the second war between now Palestinian, Israel and Palestinian. The third war, world war will be the North and the South Korea soon to be. If nothing's going to stop. Okay, because of reason, the US sent an aircraft carrier for exercise, and my dear friends, Mr. Kim Jong-un is not happy. I call him the Xiao Ding Dang. Okay, the little Xiao Ding Dang of North Korea. So he's going to attack if any times jeopardize their territory. And you see, this one is not to do with religion, because this one will be more to territory dispute and leadership quality. The next war I'm so worried is Junyi, Han Ye and Li Chen is, you know what war? China and Taiwan. China and Taiwan. Yeah. China 就是老爸，台湾就是儿子啊，好像老爸在打儿子。I mean, seriously, in my opinion, Taiwan to me will never win the war against China. But I don't want to see this happen. But because of the differences in their ideology, China is a communist, Taiwan is democratic, but then it's another issue. Is it got to do with race? No, both are Chinese, correct or not? Right, both are Chinese, so it's not about race really. And you talk about territory dispute, yes, possible, but what about religion? No, it's nothing to do with religions, to do with ideology already. So all this what you're learning is actually Uncle Raymond preparing you for your history lesson next year, geography lesson, social study lessons, and your future knowledge for doing these kind of questions. Or even in your comprehension passage, you might come across with these kind of things and talk about it. And this is very important, ladies and gentlemen, because like the one I'm talking about, Taiwan and China, I won't be surprised Le Tong and Li Zijing, Hong Kong will be involved. Seriously, Hong Kong will be involved because of all the Western influence telling Hong Kong to be an independent country away from China. I'm so sorry. If you support this idea, I'm very sorry, but I'm against this idea that Hong Kong should be separated from China. Okay. So yesterday I was arguing this question. Le Tong, you can check with Ke Ying. I was arguing this question with my Sec2 and 3 students, but then again, that is my stand. So you can see, all these you might think, Li Chen, hey, uncle, 我才13岁了，你跟我讲这些做么？我只要吃一个 Happy Meal 就可以了，不要讲这么多嘞。我只要起来可以吃McDonald's，可以玩我的 Genshin，可以玩我的 Minecraft，可以看我的 YouTube，好了。Life is not just like that, okay? Because when you get older, there are more responsibility on your shoulder. All right. Thank you so much for listening to this, because this gives you a better head start. Han Ye, so now you understand, okay? You should appreciate what you have to stay here in Singapore. True now. I mean, sorry to say, back in China, they also got a lot of issue, right? Han Ye, agree? Right, I think not everyone in China are happy with the government in China, especially the teenagers, the youth. My things that they are controlling is too strict and harsh. In certain way, yes and no, I agree. Maybe that is not for me to comment too much on that. Number one, China to me is still important because I'm Chinese. 我不是中国人，可是我是华人，对不对？we're talking about race now. 你看子敬、立成、韩烨、朱妮、乐彤，人家问我你是中国人吗？不是，我是新加坡华人，我是马来西亚华人，我是越南华人，我是印尼华人， 我是香港人华人，我是台湾人华人，我是缅甸华人，我是泰国人华人，我是中国人华人。The first one is country difference 啊，韩业各位，我全部后面都是华人呢，就是说我们的祖先全部都是来自中国，是因为那时候 you learn history 了哈，韩业 the push and the pull factor right correct 了。They pushed them out of China because of natural disaster, war, famines, 对吗 and corrupted governments. So that is why we are here. So 我的祖先还是在中国。I'm proud to be a Chinese. But then again, it's all now I'm a Singaporean, so I am a Singaporean Chinese. So some of you, Han Ye, you are born in Singapore or China? 他不知道了，李子敬。I think
Singapore.
I thought you are born on the moon. Singapore, So now you're Singaporean Chinese, but your parents are from China, right? China, So 怎么办啊？如果新加坡跟中国打仗，你会 support 谁啊？Scissors, paper, stone. Who will you support?
I will not support anyone.
No, sorry. You have to.
Then I will support both sides.
No, you have to support who? That's a hard question, no? Sorry, if you're born in Singaporean, you have to wear the Singapore Army uniform to protect Singapore. Period. Full stop.
But then my whole family have Singaporean passport.
Then sorry, no, you have to attack China already, no? If China were to attack us. 很 sad 哦。
So then what if your grandparents in China, but then
就是咯，我就是要讲这个，说得很好。This happened to North and South Korea.
kill my friend South Korea?
Yeah, can you imagine the South Korea got a relative in North Korea? The North Korea also got a relative in South Korea. How to fight? How to kill? Very hard, very sad. Sometimes I just wondering, just because of the two persons sitting on top, the one, the leader, who don't not happy with one another, then all the thousand and million of people suffer. Agree 了，子敬。每次是那个 leader 我不喜欢你子敬，我打你，兄弟们打子敬连全部去打。连子敬说鸡蛋糕，我不喜欢 Uncle Raymond， 去杀死 Uncle Raymond 你看，连子敬你的兄弟鸡蛋，这是子敬跟 Uncle Raymond 的事，关我屁事，为什么要去杀他？哎呀，没办法咯。You see， 人在江湖身不由己啊。Honey, you are like dilemma. To kill or not to kill, to fight or not to fight. My grandparents are still in China. Why you're too crazy? What to do? Okay, now let's move on to what is the basic meanings of race? Junie, can you do this three for the class, please? Thank you very much.
Race refers to the concept of dividing people into groups on the basis of various sets of physical characteristics and the process of ascribing social meanings to those groups. Ethnicity describes the culture of people in a given geographic region, including their language, heritage, religion, and customs. A group of people of common ancestry distinguished from others by physical characteristics such as hair type, color of hair, color of eyes and skin, stature, etc. Principal races are Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and Negroid. The human race, human beings collectively. What's another word for race and religion? Ethnicity is broader than race and has usually been referred to long shared cultural experiences, religious practices, traditions, ancestry, language, dialect, or national origins. For example, African, Caribbean, Indian, Irish.
Thank you very much. What is the basic meaning of race? And what is the full definition of race? And what is another word for race and religion? So you have heard Julie read through all these explanations and descriptions. My take will be that you see, Ethnicities is talking about the language, their culture, their heritage. That's where they are from, their nationality as well. But race is Chinese 就是 Chinese, Indian 就是 Indians, Malay 就是 Malay. Okay, Vietnamese, no, Vietnamese very hard to say. The white people, the English people 就是 English people. So may I ask, I like to ask all of you, how can you tell? Okay, I need all your answer one by one. How can you tell Indian is an Indian Hindu, Indian Muslim, or Indian Christian?
Ask them.
Thank you. Ask them. Thank you, Hanye. Very good. Ask them. How about you, Li Chen? How can you tell this is an Indian Hindu, Indian Muslim, Indian Christian, or Indian Buddhist Christian, Muslim? Yeah. How do you tell? Or Hindu? Li Chen, how do you tell? Hey, hello. Are you a Christian or Muslim? Want to talk to you? Like that. Li Chen? No, right?
Maybe ask them what church they go to.
Well done. Very good. That's a good one. This is the first answer here, seriously. Oh, wow, very brave, Okay. Wait. What do we have? Okay. Junie. How can you tell? Yes, Junie. How can you tell whether this guy is an Indian Hindu or Indian Muslim or Indian Christianity, Christian or what? Junie. How can you tell? One of them is ask them. The other one is what? Ask them which church they go to. If they say no, that means you know they are not Christian. Then you continue asking question. So it's questioning. How about you, Junie?
Like their clothing.
Your clothing, Okay, thank you. How about you, Le Tong?
You ask them.
Ask them question, Okay, same as Han Ye and Li Chen. Thank you, Le Tong. Zi Jing呢？你怎么知道他们是哪一种 religion? Right in front of you got 4 Indian, okay? One Indian is a Buddhist, one Indian is a Christian, one Indian is a Muslim, one Indian is a Hindu. Hello? What is your religion there? Like that. So how? Zi Jing. How can you tell? You mean you don't have Indian friend? Oh, you racist, are you?
Lesson for Indian people, you think they let Indian people go there to study what?
Nothing wrong. What's wrong? We all welcome you to join us. Yeah, most welcome. Come. We can dance together. We want to overcome and stuff. Hey, Zi Jing, how can you tell?
I don't know.
You
Actually,
don't know? I tell you, in my class got no IDK. Just wild guess. Come on, Zi Jing. You are staying in Singapore, a multiracial country, no? Are you Googling or using ChatGPT?
Google.
You're using ChatGPT,
No, Google.
No need to Google. I'm
I don't
asking.
know actually. I don't know actually.
I'm asking
No
you how
idea.
can you tell
No
whether
idea.
Indian is Chinese, Indian is Christian or Muslim?
Indian is Muslim.
How can you tell?
I
By
don't
looking
know.
at the face? Well, all they are Indian.
Colour.
Junie, You are the only students who tell me that looking at the way they dress, you are damn right. Okay, I usually don't ask them, are you a Muslim or Hindu? From the way they dress, I can straight away roughly, mostly 80% I'm correct. Hey bro, you Indian Muslim? Then they were very surprised. How can you know that I'm an Indian Muslim? From the way they dress and they wear the songkok, okay, the hat, and then they'll keep a beard, something like that. And for the lady, it's very easy to identify whether they are wearing sari or the Muslim costume. You're right, no, Juni. But I'm not sure how you can tell lah. For me, I can tell mostly that they are Indian Muslim or Indian Hindu, okay, or some Indian Christian. And you know, like Indian Muslim cannot eat pork, Indian Hindu cannot eat beef, Indian Christian can eat everything. Okay, so there's a religion different. And then Indian Buddhism cannot eat beef. Okay, so this is just to give you ideas about ethnicity, race, and religions. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Uncle Raymond, Uncle Raymond.
Yeah.
You saw the Uncle Roger video about the
Oh, which one?
is the one that asked is pork halal?
Stupid, right? It's pork halal. Stupid, right? This
Halal?
I tell you, must slap. Give a slap. It's insulting to my Muslim friend. I feel it's an insult.
Is the beef patty
No, it's a beef from cow.
it's from the cow behind me.
Yeah, it's the cow behind you. Correct. That's a good one. Wow, you learn fast. I can tell you, these people, I will call it really. I'm not sure. Is it just for the fun, for joke? Hanya is for just a joke, okay lah. But I don't think this joke is funny. I find it's very sarcastic. I think Uncle Roger is putting this video to mock and insult those people who have no knowledge about Islam and Muslim. Seriously. All right. I find that these people who say that is this what do you say? Is this pork halal? Is it correct now? I find that these people are very idiotic. Okay, that means they do not know knowledge. They just care for their own race and religions, and they think of themselves very proud and very egoistic. Okay, either that their parents never teach them well, or their teachers ignore them. Very sad. Okay, yeah. Thanks for sharing this idea. This example. This is very. I cannot take it seriously. Okay. Okay. Now I ask another question. Before I go on to the next question. Li Chen, 你在吃哈? Okay, can you read these two, please?
What is the difference between ethnicity and race? Race refers to the concept of dividing people into groups on the basis of various sets of physical
various, not virus.
Various sets of physical characteristics and the process ascribing social meaning of those groups. Ethnicity describes the culture of people in a given geographic region, including their language, heritage, religion, and costumes. What is race and
ethnicity?
Ethnicity examples. For example, people might identify their race as Aboriginal, African American, or Black, Asian, European American, or white, Native American, Native Hawaii, or Pacific Islander, Maori.
Yeah, Maori or Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, Maori. Yes, you're right.
Or some other race. Ethnicity refers to shared cultural characteristics such as language, ancestry, particles, and beliefs.
Thank you very much. So now, what you have read just now, Li Chen, I give you another second example, okay? Li Chen, let's start from you since you're reading this. So ethnicity and race are more or less the same, right? The way they dress, the way they talk, the way they behave, on the actual situation like now, for example. So let's say we are talking about in a MRT station, inside the MRT. Listen, after school you took a MRT to go and visit your girlfriend in Jurong. So along the way you're thinking of your girlfriend. Oh, I'm going to watch a movie with her. Then inside the train, how can you tell these Chinese, Listen, all of you listen, Le Tong, Zijing, and Juni and Han Ye, listen, I will ask you also. Listen, how can you tell these Chinese ladies is from China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore? Back to you. How can you tell? Now, just now is no wait. Zijing, just now is religion, we know all the Indians we based on religion. Then I agree with you. Ask question. Now you don't tell me you go and ask question, no? Can you imagine your girlfriend is sitting beside you? 哎，小姐，你是中国人吗？我跟你讲，你的女朋友就拉你的耳朵，来，你也就站在旁边笑，嘿嘿嘿，你笑等一下你真的，如果是真的，你笑你也如果你是已经结婚了，你笑，你老婆就会给你眼色看的。OK， 立成 back to you.
Language they talk, like the form of Chinese they talk.
The accent, you mean the accent,
Yeah, like
the
they either speak Mandarin or like.
And most of them all speak Mandarin. What you got problem?
Like
speak Mandarin. What they speak Japanese?
Like the way they talk like for example, Malaysia Chinese, they will just mix some English and Chinese inside the sentence, and
also Malay also.
Oh yeah, also Malay. And
the Singaporean also got Malay. What? 哎呀 alamat 你做什么这样的嘞？是不是 That's English. Well done. Okay, some more.
And for China, then most of them are speaking like.
What you mean most of them? You mean the China people don't speak Mandarin? They speak what?
They speak Mandarin, but some of them like Sichuan. I mean
The accent.
Fujian like that
So I think Li Cheng said the accent.
Oh yeah.
The accent. Yeah. What is like that?
Italian, I guess.
Mamma mia.
It says me. Lucky I never point my middle finger because you see my middle finger like that. Oh, you see like Iron Man. Okay. Anyone? Listen. That's all. Thank you very much. Hanya, how about you? How can you tell?
Ask them.
Ask them. 这关你什么事啊？我是中国人、新加坡人，关你什么事啊？等下再给你一巴掌了，没有开玩笑Okay, ask them. Thank you. 乐彤 how can you tell whether they are which country Chinese?
Ask them.
Ask them also. Okay, everyone ask them. How about Zijing? You also ask them.
Like the way they speak, and then the way they wear their shirt, what they wear, and like type of bags that they carry.
No, what the bags they carry, Listen, you see, lousy you see, 你不是女孩子不懂，她女孩子懂 carry the bags they carry. Okay, thank you. How about you, Junie?
I don't know.
Cha.
I told you don't know, please, Don't tell me I don't know. You just anyhow guess for whatever reason.
Better if they sit beside you, the open their bag, got the 中药的 the smell, they know they China already.
Aiyo, very stereotyping you. Okay, fair enough. All right. How about Junie? Hey, you are a very smart boy. Don't say I don't know. No more don't know here. Please. Anyhow give answer also can. As long no vulgarity. Junie.
Like
I can't hear you. Like what? You didn't give me answer.
I thinking.
Oh, Li Chen and Han Ye teach him 怎么泡妞101个 method. How to court a girl with 101 method. 你看这个就你很害臊，他不敢问他小姐你是哪一国？那这么你想泡我吗？Are you dating me? You see, 立成 very smart. Talk to them, listen to them. 哇，你看你在跟一个书呆子不好意思泡妞，开玩笑啊，就你 OK, come. What do you think? You know some of my examples are very funny one, so I hope you can take it. Yes, Junie. Don't put your carrot on your head, please. 等下你变成萝卜糕。Junie, 快点。
like the food they eat.
MRT how to eat fruit? 被罚款啊。Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Junie. You are right, 立成。Imagine it's in an MRT, ready? 你猜我是什么 Chinese from which country? Okay. 什么事？还没到，待会儿打给你吧。哪一国的 Chinese
中国的。
中国啊？哎呦，急死了我嘞，还没有啦。
Singaporean or Malaysian?
对 Malaysia。
新加坡的华人。
Malaysia 新加坡是怎么？还没有啦，我边诶，等一下可以吗？That is Singaporean, correct 了，韩姐。
你要
要不要？
跟老子打呀！
对不对 ？That is from Singaporean, right Taiwanese 就是多数用闽南语跟福建话 ，all right。但香港人就是你做乜嘢啊？仲未到啊？係啦，好耐噶啦你哋要 speak Cantonese, right? Yeah. So you see, I just want to bring the example closer to your daily lives. Race versus ethnicity. When you're describing where someone comes from, two words come to mind: race and ethnicity. Thank you. The two examples, the Indian one, the religions, and this one, the Chinese in different parts of the countries, and they both are used to provide some backgrounds on the person in questions. However, they mean two very different things and shouldn't be confused. For race, divide them based on some specific physical traits that are all members of the group must have. People of the same race have various. You're right, no, Junie. Later I explain why you're saying the food that they eat means different nationality and different cultural traditions. People who belongs to the same ethnic. I'm not sure Han Ye, in China 他们有麻辣火锅，在四川他们喜欢吃麻辣，在北京他们喜欢吃小笼包吗？在上海他喜欢吃不同的糕点 ，right？
My father from 青岛 is pretty close to Beijing, I think. But they like to eat 馒头、包子、饺子，都喜欢吃。
You are right. Because there's certain part of China they are very cold. They need to eat certain things that warm their body.
So that's why like most of the 北方人 very a bit chubby 的。
等一下我要去 throw out my friend. Hold on. Very sorry, my mucus a lot in my phlegm. Sorry. So you're right, Han Yan. The same in other countries also. Even they are all English people in England. When I was studying there, the people from London and Birmingham and Liverpool and Manchester and Blackpool, all these peoples are different. Same thing when you move further up to Scotland, to Wales, to Northern Ireland. Same thing in US where my godmother stay in California. And when you go to New York, it's two different things. The food they eat, the weather. So yeah. So you're right, Juni. The way you see you hit two jackpot. One is about what you call the way they dress about the Indians, and the other one is the food. Yeah. In fact, these two are fashions and food. Juni, you just completed the set 3 social study and set 4 about fashion and food hybridization and homogenizations about Singapore. Like you can see Singapore now got a variety of food from Vietnamese, from China, from Korea, from Japan, from Indonesia, from US, from Sweden, IKEA, Sweden. Hanya, you want to say something?
No, I just say that British English and Welsh is completely different. I can't even.
I can tell you, that one I still can take it. No, when the Scottish people speak English, I can tell you, I will die, man. Why this kids do you hear? How do you feel that then to do it? I'm not being sarcastic. I don't know how I mimic them, but I cannot. You can listen to Sir Alex Ferguson, not Sir Alex, Sir Alex one. Sir Alex Ferguson, the coach of Manchester United now. When he speak, I can't understand what he really speak English. Without the subtitle, I got problem. As an English teacher, I cannot understand his accent move because he's from Scotland. And the way they speak English is really, I don't know. I'm not against them. I respect them, but maybe it's my problem. I can't understand their accent. So you're right, listen, it's accents sometimes differentiates. So it's easy, it got to do with this one already. They come from the different countries. Even though all of them are from China, all of them are Chinese, but the ethnicities, you see, different nationality. So the example can tell you that means all of you are very observant. Well done. Do you think racial harmony is important? Can I just vote now? Vote now. If you agree, thumbs up. You don't agree, thumbs down now. Use the emoji now. Please, can I have a vote in 3, 5 seconds? Please vote now. Up means agree. 3, 2, 1. Please vote now. Wow, I like Hanya. You use the other different color. You're more Junie, you don't agree? You agree or don't agree?
I think he finding the emoji.
No lah, he not agree. He say no, I don't agree. That's why he never thumbs out. Okay, thank you. Even though you don't thumbs out, Junie, I respect your opinion. But you're gonna have a hard time living in this country if you don't agree. You still can live in this country, but you can disagree. By the way, I fully respect my Indian friend a lot. They do help me a lot. But now, recently, I went to a grassroots club, right? Hanya, you know my grassroots club. Sunday I was eating, I got one person do this, the ane, the apunene. Have you heard of this before?
Oh.
You heard before, Zijing? You heard before, apunene?
Yes. When I was
what is
7 years old, I already know this.
Oh, yeah, really? But you see, Hanya and Li Chen and Le Tong, have you heard of this apunene? Yes or no? I can't see your. I only see your hair. Every time I see your hair, my dear. Huh?
Yes.
You heard before, apunene? Serious? Le Tong? No kidding.
Sure. I know that since 7 years old.
Oh, so Le Tong stay here quite long also. Thank you, Le Tong. Junie, ne? Hello, Junie. Have you heard of apunene also?
Yeah.
Serious? Who told you this? Okay, what is apunene, Junie?
I don't know.
You don't know, but you heard before. Hey, that's
Yeah.
very dangerous, my dear. That is very dangerous,
So I know, but I won't say it out. No.
Le Tong, Hanya, you know what is that? No. Okay, Zijing, can you tell them what is it?
I don't actually remember that. I just know this since 7 years old without knowing what is it. Sure.
I'm listening. I want to wait for you. Any more?
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, I just like know like 7 years old, just know that for fun only.
Every time my generation, when they say the Chinese will be the yellow the banana, 香蕉人就是会讲英文，不会讲华语。但是他讲我们香蕉人Chinese then 马来人就 they will use another way to say the Malay, the 马来仔 very sad 啊。那印度人他们就会叫做阿布奶奶or 阿奶。Hey, when you say apu nene, the nene is like a nipple or the breast. Very pervert. In Hokkien, nene. Sorry, I feel very offensive. So I was eating yesterday, and then this guy was saying that ane will do this. I actually want to turn and look at him. Hey, hello, brother. Hey, can please not? Very insulting, I feel it. Can you just say 那个印度同胞对吗？他讲的华语很好嘞。Then I look at him, I look at his age, I think he's older than me by at least 5 years old. Late 50s. Okay, late 50s. But I feel that that is my generation when I was your age, Ziji. Every time they will say that, somebody will say that to me. If you don't behave yourself, the Apu Nene will come and catch you. They will kidnap you. Very sad, Hanye. But thank God now you all don't know all these words called Apu Nene or Ane. Good, it's slowly diminishing these words. If you ever happen to hear these words said by somebody, please look at their facial. If they are saying that within your age group, please tell them to do corrections. But if those you see those uncle, uncle like my age are older who say this, okay, pardon them, because they cannot get used to change their name. Very sad. I feel very disappointing. Okay, speech by this one. Hanya, can you read 1, 2, 3?
I think those are increasingly new challenges to our ideals and aspirations to achieve racial harmony. So while the mission, aspiration, and endpoint are the same, the ways in which we can navigate them and how we get there could be quite different. In some ways, this means for us across different generations, finding a new compact to strengthen our own consensus in order to sustain and maintain this peace. Not only for today, but to build upon it so that our children and their children will continue to prosper and cherish this vision. For today's session, I want to ask what this means for different people, and I use something to learn from youths, conducting a poll on my Instagram story.
Until C. Oh. Hanye, continue.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, ABC. Sorry, my fault.
Okay. I found it quite an efficient method to obtain spontaneous feedback and get a very good dipstick as to what the issues were. And we will use feedback to have a more engaging conversation. I did an open call on the types of issues or aspects of race and religion that people would like to talk about. Let me share with you some of the issues raised. Bring my popularity because they also resonated with me.
So this is a speech given by the MP Edwin Tong. Now, he's presently still serving as an MP in Singapore. So next year you might be doing speech. So why not? I was thinking to give you this as a speech. But please do not write your speech in 1, 2, 3, 3A, 3B, 3C. This is for his speech, giving a presentation. So in your speech, you're supposed to write in paragraph. So thank you, Hanye. You see, what he mentioned that they want generation to generation to prosper, to cherish. The word is cherish. So you see, it's good that this generation now no more know about what is yellow banana or malai zai or apu nene, all these words. It's supposed to be gone forever. We should not put in the certain negative remarks or certain hey, the way you put these are like the sick people, no? Aren't you? The turban, the one put the hit there. So let me continue this because it is important to know that in this country we need young people like you, youth, to know and appreciate there's a different peoples and different methods of how we can get feedback to make this country a better place for all people, all races, and also the religions. I always emphasize religion is the most important in Singapore, in my opinion, as well throughout the whole world. Because war has been started most of the time, it's usually religion, most of the time. Hanye, were you, no, Hanye, so sorry. Li Chen read already. Jun, Zijing, you read already. Zijing is eating. So, Le Tong, will you mind read this?
Sure, I done eating already.
Oh, so left Le Tong. Okay, Le Tong. Thank you, Le Tong.
While we face differing views as to what this aspiration might mean or how we get there, you will find that overall points of consensus. These are the views as I had received it on my feed. First, many respondents felt that it was important to learn about and accept each other's differences and backgrounds so that we can develop understanding and respect each other's views. I think the keyword here is learn. It is easy to say we tolerate, accept and embrace, but I think we must also take that positive step to learn about and understand these differences, or why there are differences, and then we can begin to better respect and accept them. I think that knowledge is important.
Thank you very much. Well read. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. So you see, what Le Tong has read for the D and the I, these two paragraphs. It is important. The keyword is learn, relearn, and unlearn. So today you learn these few words, the one I just mentioned, the words that I don't want to hear anymore, like the yellow banana, all these words. So please, you have learned this, and then don't relearn again and pass it to your next generation, and make it mocking statements or carrying a signboard saying that Chinese are yellow banana, the Malays are this, the Indians are this. Don't categorize them and don't put a signage on them. You are not the person, you are not supposed to do that. Please. If you are my students, please do not do this. Respect all race and creeds. This world belongs to every single human beings and living things. They have the right to live in this world. We are not God. Okay, we have to respect. Yeah, even unless those people who don't understand you, they penalize you, they mock at you, let them be. They will get their own punishments somehow or other, if you believe in karma. Okay, the best is do more good things, help more different race and religions people, not just your own race. You should stretch out your arms, your help, your knowledge, as what Le Tong read. The last word is called knowledge. Yes, you're absolutely right. Knowledge is important. Now, today, for the past 1 hour, you have learned what is those words about. Palestinian, Israel, and Palestinian. You know about the reason of religions. You know about those words that is not nice to be used and kind of categorize them. You also learned today that religions is also race, religion, and ethnicity. The three like triplets, some bow tie together. Not easy. I think Zijing Zhuni Le Tong and Han Ye and Li Chen I think your generation has a very super tough road to go 嘞，立成。哦，现在有2只牛了，我真的do count。And you don't believe and you don't believe me if you really don't believe, there's this website really got 2 count. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Okay, this 2 count used to be an antivirus company where they download a lot of antivirus software for free. Okay, but you go and check now. Now it's become a website, something like that. Okay, and so you see, these are the things that you're going to face, Han Ye and Li Chen and Juni. Hey, Juni, why you don't turn on your camera? Hey, turn on your camera, eh? Thank you, sir. So, thank you very much. Just face it's okay lah. Don't throw me your ceiling. If you are eating, it's okay. So, Han Ye and Juni, you know, this time, this generation, okay, you write down, please write down if you can. Types of challenges that I'm facing now and future. Right now, please. Type of challenges that I'm facing and future. Okay. Number 1, the first challenges that you all face is COVID-19. Agree? I'm facing now and in the future. Okay, anything. Thank you. Type. Number 1 is COVID-19. Agree? Number 2 will be challenges, competition with your schoolmates for academic result. Agree? If you don't do well, good luck to you. Number 3 will be after you graduated, you graduated with a very good degree, you'll be what? Challenges faced with job competition, job opportunities. Okay? Job opportunities. And number 4, there will be a competition, or even worse, will be economic war. That means fighting not only for job opportunity. Sorry, I was saying goodbye to my Chinese teacher. So fighting against other countries. See, job opportunity is inside the country, your country. Now, economies competition, that means we are fighting with China, US, any parts of the world. The last one, the 5th competition and challenges is war. You never know Singapore will go to war to other countries. You never know. As a history student and history teachers, teaching so many years of history and my knowledge, Singapore independence and success and peace and prosperity will never last forever. You agree not, Li Chen? You agree? Le Tong, you agree not, Le Tong? Right. You will never last. 好景不常在。听过这句话哦，祝你。Right. You see, Junie, you can maintain your A2 and A1 as long as you can, 对吗? But can you promise that you will forever get A1? Very hard, right? There are certain, no, 对不起，Junie，不是我看不起你呀，你是一个很乖、很懂事的孩子。可是人有时候会有 up and down， 对不对？对吗？会 up and down 的。So that's why I say I'm not really interested to anyone your A1 的。I'm more concerned your ABC, your attitude, behavior, characters. Always must maintain A1 until the day you die. You see, you can have A1 for your study. Yeah, so what? I got all my life, most of the time, I got A1s and A2s. I do got F9, especially for my math. I got E8 for my math in my A level. Yeah, E8. Hey, I've improved by 1 grade, no? My prelim got F9. I got E8 不错了嘞。At least I'm proud of myself, got improvement, 对吗? But if I don't have my attitude, I will maintain my F9. So what I want is to tell you that the war Singapore going to have, the last one is the worst. You will destroy your number 1, 2, 3, 4. Agree on Han Ye and Le Tong? You agree? So you have to maintain. You switch off your camera 做什么？你不想看我是吗？很可怜呢，我韩也，哎呀，真是的。子敬，你 agree 吗？那个最后一个就是你摔到你的1, 2, 3, 4的，对不对？所以要记住your next generation have a very, very tough responsibility to maintain yourself and help us to protect your aging parents and your next generations. Han Ye, your turn to read. Let's go.
So from 2nd, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2nd, respondents thought that it was important to emphasize unity and forge a common identity as one people, regardless of background. I think it's a quite simple phrase, but one that has found a lot of substance and support among the people I polled. 3rd, respondents were indeed very concerned about being inclusive in the way we discuss race issues in today's context. Of course, inclusive could mean different things to different people, but if you look at the screen here, it means building tolerance and acceptance, managing social media issues around race.
Thank you. Hey, this social media, Han Ye, you agree not? 真的是害死人呢。Social media can also use as cyberbullying. Social media also can bring a lot of people for charity. 好像你看到那个小孩子，他全家人给车撞死了，但没有钱，没有什么。Wow, people start donating through social media. So this one also can use it in social media. If you are writing an essay about race and religion's harmony, social media plays a very important part. Okay, through social media, what you see is what you get, and straight away people are so hot-tempered and so the adrenaline levels are so high that they will start to put comments. Sometimes the comments might jeopardize and destroys the friendship relationship. Thank you so much. Zijing, can you read 4, please?
I think that is a very important point that keep coming true. That social media has become the marketplace of shorts. And it's strongly of the view that what you cannot or should not be saying to someone in his face or in a group of people in a common space in the physical world you should not be doing in the digital world. You should not assume that hiding behind the keyboard and being able to pull up your views make it any less hurting and denigrating of another person's race or religion. Value respect on practice and maintain social cohesion. Passing of remarks. Sometimes people may say that it's a casual racism, and I think that is what it is a fact. I think what this person is referring to, passing of casual remarks, sometimes almost without thinking, and it is in fact a lot worse if it's almost without thinking. That is because part of your hand wire DNA, and you assume this is what you say casually.
Wait a minute. My officer just WhatsApp me something. Wait, my officer asking me something. Okay. You see, just now when we talk about casual racism, this casual racism 就是 yellow banana. The Malay, the call name, and then the Indian, right, the ane. This is called casual racism. You know, this casual racism remarks, 可以害死很多人呢. So please don't ever say this kind of remarks. This is a class. From now on, don't go and spread and say all these things. Please don't. Common space is where, ready? It's called national service. Okay, all the Malays, Indian and Chinese, when the enemy come, the Malay will protect the Malay resident. The Indian will protect the Indian resident. The Chinese will protect the Chinese resident. Huh? Li Chen, you'll be, huh? Isn't it when I wear the Singapore Army uniform, regardless of race, language, I will protect Indian, Chinese, Malay, Eurasian. Then the Eurasian protect who? Eurasian 你自己保重啊，拜拜。这怎么办 ？This is wrong, right？ 对吗？哦，李晨，但是这我在学校读 social study 读个屁用啊！现在我做 army no， 李晨 you officer Lieutenant Young, you only get your men to protect the Toa Payoh will do because that side got a lot of Chinese. You don't go to Geylang and you don't go to Little India. I tell you, 造反了，国家大乱。No, please. That's common space means you do for every single one. That's why they call regardless of race, language, or religions. 这三个字讲很容易啊，做的时候真的不简单啊。Not easy when you want to carry out these missions and accomplish it. Okay, so Zhi Jing, this paragraph is super duper important that you have just read. Seriously. Any of the missing things or any of the missing jigsaw puzzles, sayonara. You hold on. So, very touching when we settle this. 5 and 6, may I have, Junie, are you ready to read? Junie, why you turn on your camera again? My dear, are you ready? Yeah. Yes? Okay, go. Bring down your face. I don't want your face is ceiling fan. Yo, bring down some more. Hey, I don't want to see your specky. Go.
These were the 3 points which resonated with me and I think could anchor
resonate. It pronounced as resonate.
Resonated with me and I think could anchor our discussion on growing common spaces. I feel that it is useful in a dialogue like this because we are all Singaporeans and made up of different people from different backgrounds. And culture is to start with a common platform and find ways to enhance and grow that common space, rather than study from points of differences. But what struck me was that this shows that our people remain fundamentally committed to the vision of building a multiracial society where everyone is treated equally and fairly.
Can I 7 and 8 again? Finish out all the way here. Thanks. The
The other comments also tell me that although we have done well and we do have much to be proud of, and I think no one will argue against that. We can also do better and there is a lot more we can do. I believe that our society can only become stronger if each of us have say and play a part in make Singapore a better place. It's easy to speak on this in the abstract, but it's somewhat harder to understand what it means in practice. Later on, I'll offer the three perspectives on racially tolerant and diverse ways.
Number 9.
Building racial harmony is really not a pure
Sorry. Sorry, Kara. Wait, I go toilet. Sorry. Sorry, Judy, sorry. Can you continue the last number 9? Please, sorry.
Building racial harmony is really not the prerogative of any one particular generation.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your read from 5 to 9. This whole 2, 4, 5 paragraph, the word resonate, Judy, you never turn on your camera. This resonate 就是深深的刻在我脑海里. It's like into my feelings. You feel that this is good because it kind of help you to seriously. Hey, Judy, turn on your camera, please. So if you are eating, it's okay. Judy, 不用醒 don't worry, okay? It's okay, my dear, it's okay. So 立成you realize that 我们的 great grandfather and grandfather 他们只是 only got one challenges, that is war. They are fighting. You realize they are fighting war. And then when you talk about job opportunities, they can also plant their own crops, 对吗? They can become farmers. They're not so much of the stress like now you got study stress, you got this. Their stress last time is really physical stress. Mental stress, not really that much. Our great grandfather and grandfather. But when it comes to your generation and your future generation, these are all the stress that you're going to face. The war, the economy, it's, oh my goodness, so many things. Study stress, job opportunity stress. You see, in Singapore, to have a war is for the next 100 years, I don't think so. Or even the next 50 years. I think till the day when you're 80 years old, I think Singapore is still very peaceful. Quite peaceful. Meaningly peaceful, quite similar peaceful to other countries. But your challenges will be, you will be worried for your grandson, your grandchildren, your children about job opportunity and this kind of the stress and challenges. But the great-grandfather's challenges is only war. 几十位 the enemy will come and attack and take away their farm, take away their properties or their food. But now you see it's totally different. So what is said here by the MP is that now society have to become stronger. Everyone has to play a very important part so that everyone have equal opportunities. That is called meritocracy. 人人平等，一视同仁. Everyone must live in a society that is building a multiracial society that everyone can treat it equally and fairly. Very true. This is what I will hope to see for your generations and your many generations to come in Singapore. I don't care about other countries. It's not I'm being cold-blooded. 先顾好自己的国家先。Okay? Of course, you might say that not true, but 你顾好自己的国家，你不要管别人国家，人家会 jealous of you, will attack you. Very true. That's why once you take care of your family, you got enough time to do volunteer work. 对吗，子敬? Right? Go and do volunteer work. 对吗，乐彤? Go and help people. Right? Not just do it. Then you spread the love and the caring and the sharing. 哎，祝你等一下，要不要叫你读啊？不要了，不要。我还是叫子敬 can you read 9 and 10? These two?
Within a racial harmony, not this must be a common goal. This must be a common goal that we share all ages. One of the things that we look at regularly in government are standards and social forgiveness and understanding what people see as important. Singaporeans raise racial and religious equality as the third most important social issue for the government. I think this is an important dipstick. A good indicator for us that while we do worry about bread and butter issues such as jobs, especially during these times, the racial and religion harmony still rank highly in many Singaporeans' minds.
Sorry, I was drinking water, coffee. Singapore ranked racial and religion as third most important. The first two most important, number one is defense. If you do not have a strong defense to protect the country, and with the second one is about health. A healthy nation will be able to defend the country well and give care and charity to talk about race and religions. So number one is defense to me. Number two is health. Number three is race and religions. And number four to me is the most important will be educations or maybe housing. So I would say the top five of Singapore government is doing for all of us here, regardless of whether you're Singaporean or PR or foreigners, it will be defense. You see, like Israel, what happened, Le Tong, you know, that they attack, during the Palestinian, they attack Israel. They go and kill the Thai people, the Indian people, the other foreign countries' citizen. They just go there and work only. They go and bang, bang, bang. They don't say, I'm Thailand, you don't kill me. I come in peace, sawadika, boom, I die. And then they have to fly their own planes to Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv is the capital of Israel, to go and evacuate his own people out of the trouble, chaotic Israel there and back to their homeland in Thailand or different parts of the world. Very sad, no? So that's why I find that Singapore governments are sad as in the situation now there. Some even got hostages for other countries. Not sure whether Singaporeans are there or not. Seriously. Okay. Singapore governments emphasize defense, health, race and religions, number three. And I find that education and housing are also the top five most important to Singaporeans, PR and foreigners, and investors and business people. Hey, Zijing, finish number C for me.
I think this is important takeaway because it means that these issues are the forefront and we need to ensure we take a correct path and build a new social compact.
Thank you. It's your job, Zijing. Even though you're now 13 or coming to 14 years old, you got many 10 to until the age of 100 years old. You have to really uphold this social impact compact and to the correct path for your generation, for your next few generations to come, as long as you're alive. Because if you don't, look at the number 10. Can you finish number 10 for us also, Steve?
That are real and there are real and practical areas that we can learn from one another across different generations. Our older generation will have a different understanding of racial and religious strife and harmony and what it means. I mentioned the difficulties of the 1960s to 1970s, and for many of them, it is a life experience. They went through it, which they cannot ignore, and they can see very basically the practical implications and impact of not living racial and religious harmony.
Thank you. I see their generation, the older generation people, the way of understanding racial, right? That's why they feel that maybe during their early years, teenagers year or their young adulthood years, our great-grandparents and grandparents, or even some of them, myself as parents and Uncle Raymond's, we might feel some racial discriminations between the Malays, Indian and Chinese or other race in Singapore. during the 1960s, 70s, or even to the early 80s. Early 80s means before 1985. Okay, so the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. So 20 plus years of decades, not decades, 20 plus years of experiences that we have for this racial discrimination or racial not able to get along with one another. We feel that we see each other race as a threat, an enemy, or something that we don't like one another from different race. But over the years, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew and his four founding members, and also slowly our great-grandparents and grandparents start to understand one another better. We can live in peace and harmony here in Singapore. Those of you who are staying in HDB flat, you will know, right? You will have Malays and other race or Indians to stay together. And some, even when you sell your house, it's a regulation by the government and HDB that within a certain block of people, you must have a certain percentage of people from Malays and Indians. Who is this guy? This is not a Malay nation. Sorry?
Our founding Prime Minister.
Yes. This is not a Malay nation. This is not a Chinese nation. This is not an Indian nation. Everybody will have his place. That is called the common space. Equal. Everyone has his place. Equal. Language, culture, and religion. You see? Religions, you see? He put religions. He never put his place equal language, race, culture. Culture means these two. In fact, these two is really 包含在 ethnicities and race. You see, religion. So very important, you see. He also emphasized more than, he don't put race as really important, as in important, but not as important than this one. He put religion as one of the important, in my opinion. On the 9th of August, that the day that Singapore went for independence, the first time, he said this. He never say race, he say this. The people of Singapore, let's move on to this one. This one I will not talk so much first. I want to talk about this. You see, look at this picture here. Children, 乐童, and all of you. Johnny, can you turn on the camera? See, in Singapore, we got Buddhism, we got Catholicism. Catholic is in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. There's a major Christian. I mean, the rest are also important Christian. Then we got Islam, there's a Muslim. We got Orthodoxy, Hinduism, and Judaism. Judaism is more to the Jewish side. The Jews, that is more belongs to the Israeli side. The Orthodoxy is another group of people, like also belongs to the Christian side, but the different segment from the Catholics. So in Singapore, these are the 6 major. There are another 4 more I did not put in. There will be a Taoism and others. So look at this one. Americans, Asian Americans, people here, you can see. And the Pacific Islanders. So these are the group of Chinese ladies. You can see, they have different eyes, the color of the skins, the color of the hairs, the eyebrow or the eyeball are different, so the texture. But what is the common things from all these ladies here? Can anyone tell me? So the difference is the color of the skins, maybe the language they speak, their eyebrow, or all these are different. What is the common things they have? Li-Chen.
That means
Sorry, Zi-Jing.
nothing, sir.
Nothing in common. All these ladies, nothing in common. Serious?
Actually, I think the hair in common are all black color.
They have two eyes, one nose, and one mouth.
Thank you. How about you, Honey? I told you I don't care IDK, please. Don't IDK, please.
IDK, sure.
What do you think?
What's the question again?
What is the similarity among all these ladies here?
They're all humans.
Okay, thank you. Junie,
They're all females.
they're all females. Thank you. They're all human. They're all females. At least what do you say? They got two eyes and one mouth. Okay, Letong. What's the similarity among all these women here?
Female.
They what? Sorry, my dear. What do you say?
They're female.
Is that your dog?
No,
Your dog is so cute the way she bark.
I don't have a dog.
Huh?
I don't have a dog.
Then what is that? It's a cat.
The chair.
Huh? The chair. Oh, sorry, Letong. What do they have in similar? I did not hear you clearly.
They are all female.
They are all female, Okay, thank you, ma'am. Zijing. Zijing. Zijing, where are you? Can you tell me your answer? Zijing, 告诉我，快点。What is the similarity?快点呢。
They're all human.
Yeah, exactly. Why must we differentiate them, their color, their hair? Why can't we talk about their similarities instead of differences? You are right, Li Chen, today you are really top. Well, you answer all the questions in a very highly intelligent questions. Well done. All the questions, you and Junie, well done. Junie, why you show me your plastic bag? Li Chen, you're right. They got two eyes and 1 ear, one mouth. They don't have 3 ears, 4 eyes, 2 nose, 5 mouth, 3 breasts, or 4 breasts, or 1, 2 S, or a horn on their head. True not? They're all humans. You are right. They're all females. Yes, well done. This is the answer I want to hear. But why we want to separate them? Like they're different because they are different ethnicity, their nationality. But no matter how you show all these features here, they are all humans. They are females. They got all the same. The features are the same: 2 eyes, 1 nose, and 1 mouth, and a pair of ears. Well done, guys. Very good. What is Buddhism and Taoism difference? Anya, can you read to the class, please? We will finish out this slide and then we call it a day, okay?
Comparison chart. Taoism originated in China around 550 BC. Buddhism originated in China around India in 563 BC. Taoism founded by Lao Tzu. And Buddhism is founded by Siddhartha Gautama Buddha.
如来佛祖.
Taoism 30 to 40 million followers. Buddhism 300 million followers. Taoism practiced in China, Korea, and parts of Japan. Buddhism practiced in Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Laos, Tibet, China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and Mongolia. Taoism involves a belief in reincarnation, sees it as a never-ending circle. Buddhism involves in a belief of reincarnation, sees it as a cycle broken once enlightenment is achieved. Taoism main goal is being one with Tao.
道，知道的道，道统的道，对。
Buddhism main goal is reaching nirvana.
极乐世界 Nirvana 极乐世界 to a place of heavens and nice place.
Taoism, the scriptures are called Dao Zhang.
Can you read 汉语拼音？ 道长。
The Buddhism, the scriptures are called
Tripitaka
Tripitaka.
啊，就是那个唐三藏那种，OK，很棒，you carry on。
Taoism there's gods. Buddhism there's no one personal god.
就是一个如来佛祖，that means God can be yourself as God. You can pray as God. You can become God to help others, but not the evil God. Last one.
Both people worship in temples and shrines.
Okay, both people worship in temples. Hey, how can you tell Li Chen, Han Ye, Le Tong, and Julie and Zi Jing? Please answer. How can you tell the difference between a Buddhist temple and a Taoist temple? How can you tell? Yes, answer me. Anyone? Nobody? The structure of the building. Usually the Taoist temple outside, they will see two dragons on top of the structures. And then below, they will see two lions guarding the main door. Then you will see the door will have the Men Sen, the god of door. That is a Taoist. Whereas the Buddhist temples, you will see usually on the floor, there's a very white piece of marble. Okay, marble. And then their temples are very open up. The moment you enter the main entrance, you see a big Buddha sitting there cross-legged and smiling at you, and like welcoming you. Whereas the Taoist temple, their god will have a bit xianglu, you know xianglu, a bit urns to 插那个香的. So that's the difference between a Taoist temple and a Buddhist temple. Okay, right. So next week we will talk more about how Mr. Lee Kuan Yew has mentioned this year. And then we're going to talk about why ethnology stick to compositions of the people, like Singapore ethnic composition here. You see, the Chinese, all these things, we'll talk more on that, okay? So in the meanwhile, enjoy your a good weekend after all your exam is completed. Hope to hear more good news on next Saturday for your exam result. Junie, I think you can take a good break. You should pamper and reward yourself for hard work that you have done. Okay,